Oh my god, where did my audio go all of a sudden? Cool, cool. Okay, everything should be working fine now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Just wanted to get some shiny hunting in. I've been super depressed for like 3 days in a row, and I'm like, I just want to shiny hunt. So I'm doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the shiny hunt. Okay. Let's go ahead and go up here, and then check on the unknown cave. Also, suddenly have hiccups. I am sorry, guys. Oh, Ralsong. Hello, silly. Welcome. Just getting started here. All right. Did our unknown check. So yeah, just doing some good old shiny hunting. Nothing crazy today. Hey, congratulations! I need to actually play my Violet version and pick up some of the exclusive shinies from there. Hello, Gumi. Let's see. Probably grab this one, move over here, grab those two. Probably just fly down and go down and around and up. Beautiful Hydreigon. Absolutely. I hope you don't mind. I'm a little low energy today. Quest for the shiny pseudos. I'm a little low energy today. I've been having to fight my depression for like 3 days in a row now. So, but I've been really wanting to shiny hunt. I've been really wanting to stream. And so it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So here we are. Here we are doing it. 3 out of the 4 shiny pseudos I have are female, and I'm not complaining. Nice. Scam. Sorry, my phone was going off like crazy. I wish I wasn't human. That'd be nice. But fair enough. Oh my god. Just let me get the one that I wanted to get. Okay. Too bad there is nowhere to really hide around here. Okay, it's just regular Steelix. Okay, cool. Okay. Chance that it's not going to be a shiny here, so let's go. Yeah, Masuda method it's not the fastest shiny hunting method. It's not great, but for Pokemon that you can't get otherwise, it does work. Of course, Spirit Tube. Of course, there's a Spirit Tube. Let's do it. Get your butt back here. It's not so bad once you get into the rhythm. There we go. Stop running! go. Okay. Stay. Okay, Pokemon seems to be gone. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of really like interesting types up there, like dragon fighting. You get your very common types. You get your types that are like, oh, this is a terrible typing. Why does this even exist? And then you have just some like really cool typings. They're just like, huh, I didn't think this would work, but it works. Bronzor. Yeah, I definitely gained a better appreciation for Komo-o when I finally decided to shiny hunt it, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really cool Pokemon. 2 times 4 weaknesses. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can really do about that. At least it's not grass bug type, because poor grass bug types. Right? Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising with rock type how it's not actually that good defensively when you'd think it would be. But I think that has less to do with rock type being defensive and more to do with like it's just weak to too many very common types. Tied for grass with most common weaknesses. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta feel bad for all them ground rock type Pokemon. Rip Gen 1. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next one. Next outbreak. Yeah, there are some Pokemon that just really lucked out with having a nice shiny. And that beautiful green color just really works with Hydreigon. Oh, turn my fan on for my poor Poop Poop. There you go, Poop Poop. Yeah, when it comes to color, especially color theory, it has a lot to do with how the colors are done. But yeah, when done correctly, it can actually look very, very nice. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the unfortunate problem with Dragonite is that the colors for Dragonite aren't very Go to the main target. That's fair. Aren't very, like, complimentary. Really, I've actually never liked Dragonite Shiny, just because I really don't like the particular shade of green that it is. It's very, it's a desaturated green, and it's a green I just don't like. Also, green is probably like not like my least favorite color ish. Like, it's hard to say like, oh, I have a least favorite color as someone who does art, because all color are amazing. But the green is at least isn't eye bleeding. Fair enough. I've actually come to absolutely love orange over the years. It is actually now like my second favorite color. Well, one of my favorite colors. Well, I'm sure you didn't pick the orange school because you wanted the orange school, but rather that it was violet. It just happened to have an orange school when it should have been scarlet. Hello, John. Welcome. Just doing some low-key shiny hunting. Um, been feeling pretty depressed, so that's why I haven't streamed in a while, and it was just bugging me. So streaming now. Still feeling a bit down, but like I really want to. Oh. Shiny Snover! Thank you, John, for showing up. I appreciate it. Shit. Shit. I'm only here for a bit. Walking into work. No worries. Yeah, no worries. Yes, thank you, John, for bringing the shiny luck. Um, nah, depression is depression. It just sucks. But just being here, just chatting, really does help me feel better. No, don't do that. Stream tomorrow. I got the PC yesterday. Oh, hell yeah. Good job. Good luck on that, building that PC. And don't worry, silly. You bring the good times. Actually, y'all bring good times, but I really always appreciate you being here, silly. You use it all on yourself and can't share. You know, fair. I have enough shiny luck that I don't need to steal other people's shiny luck. Remaking the stream on OBS. Oof, yeah. Jeez. OBS is not kind. Alright, go away, Charm. I really don't care about you right now. Oh, jeez. Yep, that sounds like a thing. There you are. There's the shiny. No, not you. Not you. This one. Ow. Nice. Nice. I wonder, I think it's just gender differences I'm needing right now with those two. But I'm not 100% sure. But I'm still very excited to see a shiny Snover. But yeah, good luck with your setup, John. I know how long that stuff can take. So that explains why I haven't seen it around in a while, so makes sense, and I hope you have a great day at work today. I should probably go back to that Snover. Heck yeah! Snowrunt. Oh, that's right. I was gonna work on making a list of the Pokemon I need to finish the dex entries for. Jeez, it's been a weird week. If there's one thing there's a lot of hate about depression, but if there's one thing that like really bugs me, is how much time it just eats up. It's gross. Eh. Aha! Made it over the mountain. Hiding grass. Yes. There's one thing I can say, and I hope it's that you're not alone. Yeah, no worries. I've been dealing with depression for many years of my life. This has actually been probably the best I've been mentally. So like even though I'm very depressed right now, um, I'm not. It's so nice not hitting the deeps. Like I haven't dealt with any actual panic attacks in a long while. I haven't had any like seriously bad thoughts in a while, which is very nice. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate the camaraderie there. Because yeah, depression sucks, and it is nice knowing that you're not alone. No, thank you, silly. Yeah, I have a lot of really good friends, very supportive family, and I appreciate all of you, even just hanging out here for a little bit. Yes, let's see this and over. This one. Looks like this one's male. And aha! I need a male. Nice. So I just need one more male to get the male Abomasnow, and then this line is complete. Yeah, it's actually been really nice for the past. It's hilarious because losing my job might have just been the best thing for my mental health that I could think of. It does suck that financially I'm struggling, but mentally not having to deal with the job that I was in, like I feel so much better. of course, streaming has also really helped. All of you have just been phenomenal when it comes to hanging out and helping me. Yeah, work sucks. Sure does. My new job has been absolutely wonderful. Still don't get paid very much, but I'm hoping that it's enough to cover the expenses. Yes, we're going to Coastlands. Coastlands. I worked, sorry, my brain's a bit slow today. I worked at a hotel that's near the international airport here in, I live in Salt Lake. And the work itself was technically fine. Did have to deal a lot with like people yelling at me, people being mad at me because of problems outside of my control, which was probably the most frustrating. My management didn't want to listen to any advice I had to give to be like, hey, I think this might help improve like our customer service base, and of course they didn't give a shit. And because I worked front desk, I often got blamed for quite literally everything. And I was doing my best to I ended up having to like manage like the entire hotel quite often, and a lot of what was happening was it's always the ones with the good ideas that are listened to. Yes, yes, absolutely. And the biggest problem we had was understaffing. We were constantly understaffed, always, 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 always. It was terrible, and so this led to a lot of people working there to be overworked to death, like tons of overtime. I did not have to do overtime because I had doctor's notes because of my depression, where my depression would flare up so bad that I'm like, hey, I quite literally cannot function. And unfortunately, it was because of my depression that I lost my job. And it was fucking sucked. But since getting my new job, where I work at a game store, a retro game store specifically, things have just been so much better. Does not mean you get to be a jackass about things not going right. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. However, when you work in an industry that is quite literally um, customer or yeah, customer based and whatever, yeah, it really doesn't matter. And so quite often it was a quite the mentally taxing work environment. No, I totally get you there. I've worked like I've worked at like Walmart, I've worked at warehouses, I've worked hotel, and let me tell you, almost everywhere old people are just jackasses. Not not trying to generalize people. There are very very many people who are kind and loving and amazing, but I have never seen a generation so entitled before. Especially where they like to crap on millennials, being all like, "Oh, you millennials do this," and "Oh, you millennials do that," and it's like, yeah, well, you can stop yelling at me about the fact that I'm sorry we are out of stock of the one item you're looking for. My bad, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, so with my current job, I'm no longer like it's weird because I am working customer service, so to speak. Like I am retail, but like anyone who walks into a retro game store usually wants to be in a retro game store, and it's just been quite the phenomenal, enjoyable experience. Especially since video games and in particular retro video games are something that I'm passionate about. Retro technically meaning anything before like Wii U. In fact, like PS3, Xbox 360 are pretty much considered retro these days. But it does feel nice sharing what I am quite familiar with, feeling like the knowledge I have is important, people care about it, and just being in an environment where just people are awesome. All right, I think that's that for this area. Okay, I swear, I wish this game just had more music. I'm going to turn the music off in the game. I love Jubilife's music because it actually plays. Turn off the music here, play some music on my Spotify. Okay. Yeah, let me know if there's anything wrong with audio, if I should adjust sound volumes or anything. But here we go. Got some music. Yes, thank you. Not gonna lie, streaming has been very good. I started streaming a whole hell of a lot more after losing my job because I had a lot of like downtime because obviously not having a job. Thank you. Um, I just didn't have. I just had all this time and nothing to do, so I started doing a lot more streaming. And now that I have a part-time job, I've been a little bit struggling on how to handle streaming and job at the same time, even though it's just a part-time job. But like during my time of not having a job, like everyone have just been so wonderful, so helpful, and I absolutely love streaming. It's something I want to keep doing. Apres, Apres, Apres. New Ord! Giant Abras! Alright, I'm gonna have to come back to that, because that's a little bit terrifying. Pick up on Pokemon and or other topics with someone who seems equally as interested. Hell yeah! That's honestly one of the reasons why I love streaming, is how many people have just come here to nerd out with me. And everyone has just been phenomenal. I haven't had to deal with any a-holes And if I did, they'd be out of here so fast. Eh! Get back here! Fine. Jesus. You guys are tough. I know it. Oh, new word. Of course. That's a shiny alpha. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Woo. Shiny alpha. I don't have very many shiny alphas, so that's really cool. Really? I'm still just really stoked about that shiny alpha. That is so cool. Rufflet. Can I fly? No, fair enough. Fair enough. Curlia. Lickitung. Oshawott. Heck yeah. And Glammeow. That's his name. Okay. Heck yeah! Gets to go in my shiny alpha section. I have those separate from my regular shinies. Just because I'm not planning on, like, I'm not out hunting for alphas, but god damn if it is, it's just like fucking awesome. And there we are. at it. It's so cute. All right. I'm going to do one more excursion. My brain is trying really hard to shut me down right now. So I'm going to do one more, then I'm going to take a nap before I got to go to work. Still, I'm very happy with the shinies we got. The male shiny Snover. And a shiny alpha Snorunt. That is really cool. Magby. Feel. Apom. I think as far as the Apom line, I just need the gender differences. Spiel. Aw, dang, that one's gonna be worth doing. Come on. That's fine. And that field went up a tree. That is not what I was hoping to get. It's still in the tree. Hey, no worries. Thank you so much for saying hi, Squid. This is going to be a mini stream, so I am wrapping up here after this round. So, but thank you. I really appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. Okay, so there's only 3, so no more are going to be pairing. Skaroopy. Chansey. I do have the whole Chansey line, so we're good there. Next. Basculin. I do have the whole Basculin line, so we're good there. Magikarp. Oh, this one actually does have a. That's fair. You are Gyarados. Get the Gyarados. Oh my god, this is so hard. There we go. Oh my god. This Gyarados just doesn't want to be caught. It just wants to Hydro Pump everything. Thank you, Gyarados. Thank you, Magikarp. Now, new horde. Alright, bunch of Gyarados. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make any more of these, outbreaks because of the rain. Storm said it was already almost done. Finian. I think I have all the Finian because there's no gender difference. Yep, Rainstorm has ended. Alright. Alright, I don't think there's any cleanup work I specifically need to get done since I have plenty of globs, balls, already organized all my Pokemon, so. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining me for this mini morning stream, and I'll catch you all later. Bye!